Hey there, friends. I'm Shamitria, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Math Talk with the Routty Math Teacher. And today we're talking about, you guessed it, spinners, but not just any regular classroom spinner like this. We're talking about virtual spinners. I'm not sure if you've had a chance to discover these yet, but there are a variety of virtual spinners available around the net, or on the net rather. And they are excellent tools for virtual learning. They're actually great tools for the classroom setting as well. But I know that many people are looking for virtual tools right now that they can use to help engage their kids. And certainly anything that we can get in front of the students that will grab their attention is a way to do that. And our students enjoy math manipulatives and doing cool stuff with dice and spinners and things like that. So I want to talk to you today about using virtual spinners. One that I've used several times actually is called, it's from flippity.net. And if you go to that, it's actually a random name picker. That's what they call it. However, they have a lot of other tools that you may be interested in as well. What I love about this particular tool from them is that you can load in all of your students' names, and then you can do actually several different tasks with it. Not only do you get a really cool, it's a beautiful spinner that you can use to randomly pick a student's name, but you can also then take that same group of students and group them into different size groups. So you can actually do a lot with just that one random name picker tool. So I encourage you to look for that. However, there are many others available. You can just do a search for either random name picker or online spinners, virtual spinners, just a Google search, and it will bring up a lot of different ones for you to try. All right, so what can you do with a random name picker or an online virtual spinner in your virtual learning class? Well, first, you can use it to select a student. So similar to, I know I've seen teachers drawing sticks out of cups. So this is a very similar tool, just with a spinner. My only caution for you is if you're going to ask a question and then select a student to answer, it's really important that we give them wait time, and it's important that we give them think time prior to selecting a student so that they have a chance to think about the question. And even better, if you can give them a chance to do a virtual turn and talk, which may be something that you're not familiar with, and I'll talk about that at a later time, but giving them an opportunity to meet with someone else, talk through their ideas with someone else before calling on a student to respond to a discussion question or a problem that you're working in class is best practice, so that we don't have students that develop an anxiety about anticipating being called on unexpectedly. So that's one strategy for you. The second strategy is to actually plug in questions or problems, maybe like order of operations, numerical expressions into the spinner, and then use the spinner to randomly select a problem for students to solve. And if you're using groups, you can actually program the spinners to do that, and students can spin the spinner in a group, and that tells them what problem they need to work on. So again, it just brings in a little bit of engagement for students so that they're not just doing regular kind of sit and get, or just here's my list of problems and I'm working through them. And the last strategy is to plug in vocabulary words or important terms that you want students to remember, and they can spin the spinner, and when they get that, they could either give a definition, maybe they could draw a picture. If you're using virtual whiteboards, that would be something really neat for students to write down their response on their whiteboard, and then you could see all of their work. So another strategy, just plugging it in with terms or things that you want students to know, and spinning it and having them show you some type of response. So 3 strategies for using an online spinner or a random name picker. So I've tried both searches, and you can get results with both searches. I know it sounds funny to see random name picker as a spinner, but if you type in random name picker into a Google search, it will give you a variety of spinners. All right, with that, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bye-bye.